All right, guys. So great month there, and I just want to go over what I learned the last 17 years because what was August 1st? My 17-year work anniversary. 17 years ago, 2007. How old are you guys? And what? Say you're.
In 2017?
2007. We're the same age.
I'm sorry.
Who else wants to share? What were you doing? You're 5. Wait, what were you doing at that time? Okay, anybody else? 2007.
I was 15.
Where were you?
I think bully.
Oh man, I feel bad. It's just interesting why I share that is because we come from such different places in our lives and it's intersected to this point. Sometimes I look back and be like, how do we all end up in this room, from 17 years ago, all over the world, different ages, and we're in this room. So I want to share you guys a little bit of origin story, which will maybe explain why we're actually working together here. Because funny how, life works. This is the office here that I started in. I told you guys a story, right? I was at AAA and then my ego was out of control and then I got fired. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell insurance. So Farmers was really like the company that was really recruiting at that time. They were like, hey, you could become an agency owner. Like if you have a license, you could be an agency owner. There was like no requirements. They were just recruiting like crazy. And I remember the DM had like quotas. They had to bring in agents. So they just hired me and I was agency owner from day one. And I didn't even have a desk there. But she let me stay here on the second floor here. And there was a conference room there. I didn't have a desk and it was rent free. So I just borrowed the conference room and I was working there. I had a laptop and a Motorola Razr. So yeah, I was in the conference room, but they would have meetings and stuff. So I have to move out and just sit wherever somebody was not there. I would just borrow the office, the desk, I should just say. And I just worked from there. That's how I got started. This is the conference room actually right there, the conference room desk. And I was selling renter's policies at that time, going around apartment complexes in Costa Mesa and just trying to sell renter's insurance and maybe cross-sell auto insurance. So that's where I started. And I got a phone call from one of my friends at AAA and he was like, hey, like, are you hiring? Like, do you know anybody that's hiring? Like, hey, this girl, she got fired and she's looking for a job. And I was like, yeah, I'll ask around for her, And she was like, no, are you hiring? I was like, am I hiring? Like, I just literally just got started. Like, I was about to ask you, do you know anyone who could hire me? Like, I'm like barely like surviving here. But I remember her. Her name was Maricela, and we sat pretty close to each other. The cubicle was pretty close, and her numbers was good. And I was like, wow, like actually, she's actually good at sales. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet here and just hire somebody when I'm not ready at all. So there's 2 people in the conference room working together there. And around that time also, I just happened to have a friend that made websites. And I said, hey, make me a website. And he made me a website. 2007 is kind of new to have people have websites. So I had a website there. And then I made Kitajima because I thought the longer the better. And I was like, we need some pages. So I said auto insurance page, homeowners insurance page. And I was like, hey, Maricela, can you just say that we do Spanish? So she put a page that said, "Se habla español." And I still don't even know what that means. And then she just wrote out a whole like paragraph of that we do insurance. And I think at that time, I'm not sure what's going on with Google, but I don't think there was that many websites that said we sell insurance in Spanish. So we would just get phone calls that Spanish speakers were looking for insurance. So my razor will ring and I'll answer, and then they're like looking for insurance in Spanish. And I was like, here you go, Maricela. I was like her non-Spanish speaking secretary. Because someone actually asked me like, how did you get into the Spanish speaking market? Like I'm a Japanese dude. Why do I have like everybody speaking Spanish and all our clients are Spanish? So that's the origin story of how that all happened. And that's why we're all together here, because that's the first employee just happened to be her, and then that website page is how it happened. So there you go. This is my first ever business card. So as you can tell, I don't speak Spanish. I look like I don't even speak English in this picture. Well, yeah, there you go. That's your future boss. All right, so what I learned the last 17 years, what do you think I learned? Patience. Definitely.
Winning, losing.
Winning, yep, it's not just winning, that's for sure. There's a lot of losing involved when it comes to this business. So yeah, that's kind of it, I kind of learned that this shit is hard. 2007, I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna start my own agency. I'm a business owner in 5 years. Like around that time, the law of attraction came out, The Secret came out. Okay, so I was like, okay, manifestation. I was like, okay, in 5 years. I was thinking in 5 years I'm gonna buy a house in Newport Beach and I have a Porsche and I'm gonna have a wife and I have a girlfriend and I'm gonna. I mean, you caught me there. And then I thought I was gonna have employees and I was gonna be able to chill. And maybe it worked for Oprah, but that shit doesn't work for me. Didn't work for me. So I realized it's hard because Maricela, she quit because I pretty much couldn't afford her. And then I had, employee issues has happened to me all the time. Luckily I've been really fortunate with you guys, but, employees stealing from me, getting fined by the EDD. I had employees where I just spent all this time getting licensed as soon as they got licensed. That happened to me a couple times where they left me right away. So I just kept on hiring because I still felt like there's good people out there. And just the amount of work it requires. Yesterday I was here at 4 o'clock. Today I was here at 5 a.m. And I don't leave till 6:30. And once it's 6:30, I go rush home and eat because I got to be in bed by 9. So just the amount of sacrifices it takes. And I've worked I could pretty much count, but I've worked every single Saturday for the last 17 years. And when Derek was born, we didn't take a vacation for 6 months, 6 years. So all my employees were taking vacations. I didn't take a vacation. And I had to make a lot of sacrifices. Some of the sacrifices also was just losing friends too. Because I just don't have time because of all the time it takes to work. And then my family's, time is so important. So thank you, Mo, for, being my only friend. I quit alcohol because I just couldn't afford to even pay for drinks. And also I couldn't afford to be even slightly hungover the next day because the amount of energy it takes. Same thing with smoking weed. I love watching basketball, but at the end it's so hard because at the end of the game is so exciting, but then the game goes to 10. So I was like, I gotta go to sleep. So I gotta be able to wake up at 4:30. So I gave up watching that. And it just requires so much energy that I've just slowly just cut stuff out, like my favorite, like ice cream, fried food, sugar, just processed foods, and just having to go to the gym every single day. So I made so many sacrifices. And just last year, you guys know about last year's all the non-renewal, the audits, the suspensions, 6 employees quitting at the same month, and commission cuts down to half, and the bonus going away. So last year, those are that type of stress. But this year, the stress is more financial. August of last year to August of this year, my bank account is $500,000 less. And the toughest part for me is because my mom does my books, she's making her worry is the toughest part for me. Because as a kid, the last thing you want to do is make your parents worry. And I'm telling her, don't worry, these policies are going to renew. The agent's closing ratio is going to go higher. But she has no idea what that means. So she's literally just believing in me because that's what she's always done. So that's the toughest part for me this year. So recently I've been just thinking where's the karma? I feel like I've done everything right. My mom is the same person that taught me if you do the right things are gonna work out for you. So I'm like, okay, I believe you. I'm gonna do the right things. I'm gonna work as hard as I can for the last 17 years. Just try my best for employees, even though the previous ones, however they treated me. I've learned Facebook advertising, management, leadership, all through just watching YouTube videos, and never cheated my employees out of a penny, and just read countless books and audiobooks. I don't even listen to music now, and just always looked out for the best of my clients, and stayed away from distractions and temptations for my family, and just didn't quit too, because a lot of times you're thinking there's another business there, there's another opportunity here, and just didn't quit for this whole time. So after waiting for 17 months, I'm like, where's the karma? Where's the payoff? I've been so patient. Starting to wonder, is this ever gonna come true? So just want to share with you guys that, I'm trying my best to help you guys make money. I do know how much it costs to live in Southern California, but I'm gonna keep trying. Leads. I'm having them call for, all the telemarketers. And now I'm having them quote it for you guys. The scripts, what to say, is going to be provided too. And customer service too, so you guys can focus more on sales. So everything I can to help you guys win this business, I'm doing. So I just want to, now it's my time to ask you guys. I don't really like asking for help, but in this moment I have to, because I don't like losing money. I thought it was only going to be a few months, but 12 months is starting to get long. So just want to ask you guys to please help me too. How can you help me? 2 ways to help me. One is conversion. Okay, so that's if I'm paying the same amount of leads, but we sell more, then you're lowering the cost of acquisition. And then the second part is what?
Retention.
That's more conversion, retention. There's only 2 ways. We just sell more, and we have them stay longer. I just want to keep it super simple. That's all I need help with. Like, please sell more, and please have them stay longer. Because if you sell more, our CAC goes down, and if they stay longer, our LTV goes up. And remember, that's the ratio that we have to make it work. So I just want to break it down to you guys as simple as possible, and how to increase your conversion. Alexa said it. Okay, availability. Just be here. You know, we got a lead at 8:30, 8:34 in the morning, and we couldn't work on it. You know, stuff like that. Just being on time. Okay, or just being on the chat. I think that's one of the things, like Enrique's secret. We really shouldn't, and I appreciate it, Eva, but we really shouldn't need us having to yell out when there's quote in the chat.
Yeah. Well, if I know.
You guys will not hear. You guys must want to hear my voice.
We don't.
And sometimes, you know, I see all, and I go out there and I see people hanging out, you know, people licking their hands from, like, you know, eating snacks. And I see people on the phone. I'm like, you know, I'm just asking you guys to just quote, really. And other stuff, okay? Saturdays are helping, late shift is helping, taking your laptops home, those are types of thinking. So availability, that the more you guys, we don't miss on the quotes, because we do get voicemails, but I do know that people call us, we don't pick up, and they don't even leave voicemails. Okay, so just availability, just being available as possible. A lead calls in, it's not a good time for them. Okay, when can I call you back? Put it on your calendar, give them a call back. These are just things that try to get your at-bats higher, and that's why we had the win-loss of just try to do at least 5-6 quotes a day. Okay, that itself will help out a lot. Next is coachability. Okay, I'm just asking you guys, and I already asked you guys so many times, but just with the scripts that we're providing, let's please just try your best to follow them and just use those as resources, because we only want you to increase your skills. And these are coming from my 17 years of sales experience, and it's in our top closing ratios, agents, what we listen to them, what they're saying. So let's please learn from it and just use it, okay? And IQ. What I mean by that is, when you have new information, you're not really learning. If you get new information, it doesn't change your behavior. Okay, so if you learn something, but if you read a book and nothing changes about you, you learn nothing. Okay, so a lot of times that happens at school. You go to school, but it doesn't change your behavior, then nothing really happens. There's no learning there. But if there's sales training, how to sell different products, and you actually apply it, that's the definition of having high IQ. So I'm just asking you guys to be able to have the adaptability to change behavior when you get the new information, especially when it comes to sales training. Basically here, you know, I'm just asking you guys to make more money. And I'm like begging you guys, you know, it's not like it's something that you guys don't want to do. Like, do you guys want to make money here?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like I'm asking you guys to do something you guys don't want to do, and I'm also not asking you guys to do something that's impossible too. Like, I'm not asking you guys to run a 100-meter dash under 10 seconds. Okay, this is not like, I'm not asking you guys to be in the Olympics. I'm asking you guys to go from selling 1 to 1.5, or do 5 quotes a day from just doing 2, or for being on the phones less than 2, like 3 hours a day. Like, these are not like huge asks, but that's what it takes, because if you guys sell 5% more, which is out of these 20 leads that you get, if you just sell 1 more out of those 20, and if all of you guys did that, then my problems probably will go away. And I'll be in a better mood, and my mom wouldn't be worried, And Risa and the kids will also thank you guys because I'll be in a better mood there too. So just 1 out of 20 leads you guys get, if you guys could do a better, if you guys convert more, that is something that I think you guys could do for me. The bonus thing that I want to help you guys is please help me prove karma is real. You know, I just feel like I feel like I did everything right. I feel like I did everything I can, but I feel like I just came too far to be struggling like this. I did read something recently that after 20 years, if you stick with your business for 20 years, you don't quit, and you're in business for 20 years, then a lot of growth happens after 20 years. So I was like, okay, that gives me hope there, because that's only 3 more years there. So I'm still gonna believe in karma, but I just need you guys to help me prove that karma is real. So this is my life's work, 17 years, and I'm not giving up, and I need your guys' help because I love working with you guys, and I want to keep doing this for the next 17 years. Okay, so let's help each other. I just want to remind you guys, lastly, that I'm here to help you guys. Please help me, and let's help each other when we need each other most, which is right now. All right, guys, let's get it. Thank you, guys.